What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pub Sports Radio. This is my prize picks breakdown for UFC Vegas 69. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe here to Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to check out prize picks using promo code Pub Sports. And I'll be honest, it's a tough week here for prize picks. Not a ton sticking out. Kind of a very sketchy card, a card where I'm going to keep it super light, but we'll talk about the things that did stick out here. So the first one on the strikes, not a ton of strikes really stick out. I guess the one that I do like is going to be Mauro Bueno Silva here, 60 and a half. I'm going to take the more. I think this fight does go the distance. The thing with Mauro Bueno Silva, she's a very good grappler, incredible grappler. The problem with Silva is she just doesn't take fights down in the match. She's attempted one takedown in her career. She's gotten 0 takedowns. So unless Landsberg's out there taking her down, I think this fight plays out on the feet. I think she's going to out-volume Landsberg en route to a decision. So I like Silva. I like the over in strikes. And in terms of the strike, that's about it. I'm not touching really anything else is sticking out because I can see a lot of finishes in some of these, like Zach Palga. You think Jordan Wright's taking 30 and a half significant strikes on the chin? I don't know about that. Nothing's really sticking out in terms of the strikes besides this Bueno Silva. So give me the more for Bueno Silva in these strikes. Let's talk some fight time here. So fight time. Again, not a ton sticking out here. I don't mind the Silva over 14.75 minutes. I think this fight does go to decision. I don't mind the Fletcher less. This is one that does stick out. Themba Gorimbo, I'm just not sold on the guy. The guy's 32 years old, making his debut. I don't think he's UFC caliber. Fletcher's 0-2 in the UFC against Angelusa, against Matt Semmelsberger. It's a step down. It's a winnable fight for AJ Fletcher here. I think he has an opportunity to go out there and finish Gorimbo very early. Whether it's a knockout on the feet, he has power, or whether it's taking Gorimbo down, using that ground and pound, using that submission game and getting a finish on the mat. So I think this fight does finish early due to Fletcher going out there and getting an early finish. Fletcher is coming in here on short notice. He does tend to slow down as the fight goes on. So if he's not able to finish Gorimbo early, I do have some concerns about him. But, I like this under 11 minutes. And if Gorimbo was to pull off the upset, it's probably a submission of some sort, right? Or like a, I don't know, Fletcher gets tired, shoots a sloppy takedown, something like that. But I do like Fletcher quite a bit, and I think he does finish early. I don't want to touch the Pogues fight. Even like the William Knight, I don't hate the 11 minutes. I'd feel a lot better if it was at 12 and a half. But yeah, I don't hate the 11 minutes to the under, just because both guys are not durable. Both guys can absolutely be finished. Marcin Prachnio finished 4 times by knockout, all 4 of those in the first round, by the way. And then William Knight just got finished by Devin Clark, who Devin Clark's not finishing anybody. So another under I do like here in the William Knight fight, under 11 minutes. The Zach Palga under makes a lot of sense in a Jordan Wright fight, but I'd like it like 7.5. I'd feel a lot better. Jordan Wright's only been over the 7.5 round mark once. I think Jordan Wright's only been over the 6-minute mark once as well. So I guess the under's not the worst look in the world for the Palga fight, but I would like an extra minute or two to feel a lot safer about that. So in terms of the fight time, give me the Fletcher under. I like that a lot. And then I like the Knight under, but a little bit less than the Fletcher one. All right, let's talk some takedowns. Only 3 options for some reason, but we have Clayton Carpenter, AJ Fletcher, and William Knight. I don't hate the Fletcher over 1.5. Gorimbo, he has no takedown defense. I mean, Gorimbo's getting taken down super early. My only concern is, one takedown and the fight is over shortly after type situation, but I feel like Fletcher can get takedowns at will here. So I do like the over 1.5 in terms of the takedowns, and obviously not much sticking out because we only have 3 options. I could potentially see the Carpenter over, but 3 takedowns, that's quite a bit. And then the William Knight fight, I'm not touching that one. So if anything in terms of the takedowns, it's AJ Fletcher towards that more. All right, let's go to the fantasy score. And there are a couple things sticking out here. This is an easy under for me. My 90.5 for Mauro Bueno Silva. I mean, for her to hit this, she's going to have to get a first round armbar from guard, which she has done a few times. But like I said, she doesn't go for takedowns. And I'd be fairly surprised if Lena Landsberg went for takedown. It just wouldn't make too much sense to me. So, I mean, this is an under for me. She's not going to go for takedown. She's going to strike. I think it goes to decision. I just struggle to see where or how Mauro Bueno Silva scores over 90 points. It doesn't make much sense to me. Other than that, I don't mind this under as well. Jamal Pogues, a little bit more sketchy as he's facing Josh Parisian, but I could see this being a sloppy heavyweight fight where it's standing. Jamal Pogues should come in here and wrestle, but I don't even know if he's going to do that. I don't mind the under, but I like the Mauro Bueno Silva under a lot less. Other than that, there was a couple others sticking out. It was the the Andrade over. I like Andrade over quite a bit because I like Andrade to win this fight quite a bit. And if Andrade wins this fight, she's going to score a ton of DraftKings points, a ton of fantasy points here. Jessica Andrade is a fantasy scoring monster. I mean, she put up a massive score in her last fight against Lauren Murphy. And I think if she's able to stuff the takedowns here, I think she puts up like 130. I mean, I think she has a field day if she's able to stuff the takedowns. I think we're going to find out really soon how this fight plays out, and I do lean towards Jessica Andrade stuffing those takedowns. But yeah, I like the under Mario Bueno Silva. Give me the over in Jessica Andrade. We talked about the takedowns, AJ Fletcher. I don't mind the over there. In terms of the fight time, I don't mind the under in the Fletcher fight, the under in the Knight fight, and I don't hate the under in the Zach Palga fight. And then in terms of the significant strikes, I like the over in the Mario Bueno Silva. So a couple spots sticking out. Not a ton of spots I love. Not a card I'm going to go extremely heavy on, but that was the Prize Picks breakdown for UFC Vegas 69. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe here to Pub Sports Radio. I'm live Sunday with Uncle Weezy. I'm live Wednesday for the DFS show. We talk a little Prize Picks on there as well. Talk some DraftKings as well, so make sure you guys tune into that. Other than that, best of luck. UFC Vegas 69. Keep it light. Try to keep it light. Bankroll management's key. This card is sketchy, but it should be a fun card as always. Best of luck, guys. Talk to you soon.